Hello and welcome back to our episode 15 of our Timberborn Folktails playthrough on the lakes map. We're playing on normal mode and this is the end of our tutorial playthrough. It isn't the last episode, but we are getting close. So how is things doing? Food wise, we have a reasonable amount of food. This was going to be our big farming change episode, but Blackout has made a request. We've also put in stuff over here. And I kind of want to keep the water level a little bit higher over here, so we're probably going to come in and put some dams down here to make this look a little bit higher. So I'm going to do that first of all. So what I'm going to do is, maybe we need to, we need to put some dams down here as well. So I'll put dams just along here, and I'll put a staircase up here, so they can get up and do it. So I just want to do that so that we have a little bit more water and it keeps all of that green without me having to do any sort of like water dumps here. So this is completely unnecessary. It's just a little bit of aesthetic pleasing. So we'll pop that there. And that should be enough for them to reach that, so we'll just go ahead and put some dams in there. Should be enough, shouldn't it? No, it's not. I should have planned this through before I started to come and just play randomly. Is it not? No, we are going to have to go a little bit higher, aren't we, to keep the water in? Yeah, okay. This is becoming a bit more of a project than I thought it would be. So, levies. If we come over here and put some steps up here. And then if we just put, I guess, dams. And then all the excess water can just flow through. So if we do that, put some levee along here. And put some, it doesn't have to all be dam. It's just, that's just going to be the easiest way to do it. So, pop that there. And then they can get on to doing that. So, Blackout put an interesting request in. People often use badwater as a power plant. Now, this is primarily in Iron Teeth playthroughs because they have the badwater discharge, and that allows them to just keep the bad water on all the time. So we can turn it off, but in a drought, it will stay off. So, I want to try and put one of these in, but I don't know what it's going to look like. So we're going to rip. I'm going to take this out. And we're going to attempt to put in a badwater power plant. Now this is going to get really messy. Still, I am committed to helping you guys understand the game, so let's not understand the game. Understand the game. So I know Blackout knows how to play the game, but he does make a very good point, and I should have thought about this to put this in. So we will come up here, and we're going to do something really cheeky here. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to come up here and I want to knock all of this down, and I can't really be asked to do it, there is a way to take out dirt that's kind of a little bit. I'm not going to call it a hack, because I don't think it's... Oh, that's awful. Because I don't really think it's a hack. Well, it is. It's the game allows you to do it, but it's not one of the well, it's actually one of the best ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this down. I'm just going to stop talking. I'm just going to roll this down. So we want to get over here so we can take that out. So I'm just going to put all of this in as tunnels. So we'll put all of that in as tunnels. Maybe even one more layer. And then we're going to super high prioritize that. And they should come over and build this relatively quickly. So let's get this on fast mode. I don't know why I didn't have it on fast mode. They are still putting all of this industry in over here. I mean, they're doing lots of things. They're still doing lots of things. And I would kind of like some of this to be relatively high priority. So, while they're doing that, sorry, I kind of zoned out there for a second. We also have our farming to change. I don't think we're going to put any more beavers in. We've discussed this. We have so many beavers we don't need. So, I am just going to take this farmhouse out. I think our food is kind of stable. Well, our food really isn't stable, is it? But, you know, let's just go for this. So I'll put this in here. And I also decided we were going to put the... Well, not on this episode, not while we were playing, but I've decided we're also going to put in the Fountain of Joy. So let's just get that prioritised as well. What are they doing? Oh, they can't actually come over here and do this, can they? Because I haven't put those in. So those also need to be prioritised. They are doing that first thing, though. I mean, I guess that's fine. Food is kind of going up. Okay. Is it going up? Yeah, I mean, it's sustainable. So, I'm not going to detonate this until late at night because I don't want us to have a beaver death issue. Which would happen if I detonated this straight away. But what I will do is I'm going to unplant all of this because we can do better than this. We can do much better than this. So, if your dynamite goes across paths, I would always suggest deleting your dynamite and detonating your dynamite at night. Otherwise, your beavers are very susceptible to just blowing up. So, come on, go to bed. Right, I'm just going to detonate this now. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. So, we have this in now. So our water is there. I am just going to delete this now. We're just going to have... It's just going to take a little bit of time to move people around. And we're going to delete all of this. Oh, no. Can you not... What do you mean? You can definitely get over there. This is... connected? Right, let's put this path back in. Oh, okay, it's because this... Okay, fair enough. So, we are going to delete all of this. If it will let me, come on. We're going to take all of these out. We don't need this. Don't need this down here. We probably are going to keep this path running along this back here. And we're going to delete all... I mean, we're going to delete these showers as well. We're going to delete this. That's all going to be fine. I mean, they can still access... No, they can't, because I've taken out the zipline station. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions once again. So this builder's hut is now going to go the way of the dodo, and then we're going to come in with a zipline station here. As much as I don't want it to look super compact, it's going to be super compact for a little bit. And that's obstructed, isn't it? At least we can connect to there, and then that would allow them to get over there. So, I guess build that thing first in the morning, otherwise we're going to have an issue. So, I also want to put the Fountain of Joy in. So we're going to put in a little bit more dynamite here, and I think it will come off here, and then we'll go for a... I think it has to be quite a large boy for the Fountain of Joy. So we'll do like that. So as for our actual planting, we're going to have a path running all the way along here, and it's just going to come along here. So we're going to put a platform in here. Come on. We're going to have a platform in there, and then that will run across there. Could you build this quickly, please? We only have 4 metal blocks, and our metal production is over here. Well... Mistakes were made, weren't they? Come on, pick all this stuff up, and then there should be metal blocks in there. They can't build any of this. I mean, they are building all of this, hopefully. So there is, like, you know, every cloud and all that. Come on, build this. I made a mistake. You don't need to punish me for it. Oh, all the food is over here, isn't it? I really need you guys to finish this. I really need you to finish it. We're increasing the working hours because of my mistakes. The water is definitely not an issue. Like, you guys could just go and get the water. I don't really get this. The food I understand, the water I don't. Do we need more haulers? I don't think it can hurt to have more haulers, do you? So we'll put a hauling post over here. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? Because this is getting annoying now. We're going to put 2 hauling posts over here. And that's going to go high priority and... Yep, that's fine. So, are you going to come and put this last one in? Last metal block. Come on. Somebody's going to do it. There you go. You can go get food now. No, you can't because you haven't finished building it. These beavers, man. And are these guys starving over here? Yes, they are. They don't have any food at all because they've eaten it all over here. So this is going to be quite an urgent job. So other urgent jobs, which we have, because I've taken all of the farmhouses out, which was a great idea, wasn't it? As I'm doing this, is to put in more farmhouses. So we'll put one there, and we're going to put one there. They're bigger than that, aren't they? No, not like that, Scott. I had this all planned out in my head, and you know, it's all started to go to pot. Oh, and then we need to put more of these in. So that will replace our existing farmhouses, and we're going to have a bit more irrigation. So, where is the farmhouse? And let's get those super high prioritized. Let's get all of that out there. And we're also going to need a bit more science to unlock the Fountain of Joy as well, because that requires 12k science, so we're going to be waiting on that for a little bit. Please come over and make some bread, so they can access bread. Are these guys are dying. They will die. Do we put an emergency? I mean, they have so much wheat. I mean, it's a horrendous irony, isn't it? Maybe I force import bread. How do I force import bread? I hope you guys roast the crap out of me in the comments for this. Import always. So it is being forced import, so fingers crossed. I want this to be built as well, because once this is built, the farmhouses will... We'll start to harvest that food on the floor. I also realised if I was turning it into a power plant, we have to actually run the power line along somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting power in as well. So we go, I'll put a vertical in here, because we're going to run this into our bot factory. And I'll run all of this down here. And you can do a really tedious way of laying out the power, but I really don't want to do that, so we're just going to come in and we're going to put steps down here into here, and then they can run the whole length of it and put the power in for us. So the entire length of what we're doing, like so, and then we'll put power up the sides. There we go. That'll do for now. Has this stabilised a little bit? You guys really need to put this in. Like, this wasn't a I would like you to. This is a please do this. These guys have water at least. Does that need to be prioritised by haulers? Is that the issue? I say. Or is it because I prioritise these jobs? It's probably because I prioritise those jobs. You know what? This is now next highest priority. It's not super high priority. And then this can just be normal priority. Because I really want to put the power plant in like NYC suggested. Even if it takes this entire episode. I would like them to put these in first though. I mean, I think we probably do need another bakery. I mean, we have so many cattail flour, so much cattail flour. Can you guys just not make some cattail crackers? They're slowly putting that in. And so what's the range of this going to be? So that reaches all there. That reaches all there. We can put in a little crossing there and a crossing there to help with range. And then we can start to come in and, well, once all of this is harvested, which it will be, because there's nothing to, yeah, there is just stuff to harvest at the moment. And then we can come in and we can plant this how I want to plant it. Which is probably how it should have been done from the first place, but whatever. So, we need to wait for them to come in and detonate all of that. Are they having fun over here? No, they're almost, like, they're super hungry. They've got 16 hours. I mean, if I reduce that to 14. I don't think a lot of this is too, like, the route is too difficult. Or am I just having like random breakdowns in all my playthroughs now? Whiskerwood has hit a weird point as well, especially with today's update where they've just they've changed it so that fishing docks in proximity to each other is going to be detrimental to the other one. So that's basically screwed our entire playthrough. But whatever, we'll see how that looks. Well, there is other stuff in production now. Not in production, because we are collecting it. I was going to go for nice laid out fields, but I feel like we might have to go for bulk fields. Maybe we'll go for nice laid out fields. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, is that tree obstructing as well? So. We have very hungry beavers. We shouldn't have that many hungry beavers at this point in the playthrough. You're welcome. And I'm going to put this down to normal as well because I'm not too super concerned about this. This was I would like it. It'd be nice to have. Oh, I'll let you build that last one. Okay, that's fine. To make this green, which it really doesn't need to be. So. You building that? Anyway, so potato. If we're going for food density, maybe we just go for food density. I'll just have potatoes over here. We have some carrots. We have some. Is the issue literally production of the... So we have loads of wheat. We have loads of wheat flour. We have chestnuts. Like, how many chestnut grills do we have? We have we have loads of grilled chestnuts. I'm not really sure what's happening. We just have too many beavers, don't we? That's what's happening. That is just what's happening. Come on, put that in. So, let's, for the sake of my sanity, come in with some food production. So, potatoes all down here. I'm going to have a line of potatoes back here as well. Can we just focus on harvesting for now, guys? Do you know what, actually? So I want to put in the beehives as well. We discussed the beehives. So food, beehives. So I don't want them to sort of. So once we have one there, yeah. So we need one on there really. Food. So this will improve food production. Oh, doesn't that fit perfectly? I really like that. And we'll put one there. And this is just going to improve how quickly the food is grown. We will put one there and we'll put one there. I'm guessing we're going to have one back here. And maybe one back here. And I'm going to put one here. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's going to cover the paths. And we might get bee stings, but, you know, I'm not too precious about that. They should be set to prioritise harvesting, shouldn't they? So they can reach all of that, and they can reach all of that. So they're just being a little bit lazy. Do you want a third farmhouse? Is that what you're asking me for? So maybe if we come in with another farmhouse, before we start to get too ahead of ourselves. So if we put one here, and maybe I'll put one here. And then we can just, you know, they just should do it as quickly as possible. We have loads of wheat flour. Is it a literally issue of getting the flour down here? It shouldn't be too bad because it's just up there. Am I going to prioritise you by haulers? Prioritise. Let's just prioritise all these guys by haulers and just see if this helps sort itself out a bit. The alternative is I can put another bakery up here. I mean, it's not going to look good, but I believe we are in a bit of a food crisis. I mean, there's no belief about it. We are in a bit of a food crisis. I might be able to show you this soon, though. There is that. So water level has increased slightly on this side because it's now flowing through here. So we hopefully will get some build up once this dam's in. But it doesn't need to be in for now. So you put a farmhouse there, excellent. I want to put another farmhouse in. I know this is taking up valuable planting space, but I kind of want everything to be just put in and ready. So we're going to do strips again. So I've got potatoes either side there. I can live with that. We're going to come in with carrots. So we have carrots here. 1, 2. And do I need to put in more beehives? Yes, I do, but not quite yet. So we're going to come in with sunflowers. Let's slowly do this, and then potato. And we may put some more farms in elsewhere, just in case it isn't enough food. Which I don't... I mean, maybe this area just becomes potato. And we just delete that, and this just becomes potato land. Because I feel, yeah, okay, this is just going to be potato land back here. Because potato is a bit more food dense than the other resource dense. So once we put that in, we're going to have... It's going to be better for everyone involved. Come on, build that for me. So the trick is here, because we're putting these in, once you remove the supports at the bottom, because the distance from the nearest supporting bit of terrain is too high, it should just disappear. It should just drop. So it's a bit of a cheese. You don't have to do it. You could do it however you want. You could go up the top and dynamite down if you so desired. That's just the way I'm doing it for this playthrough. Just as a demonstration. So, more beehives. And I'm guessing one there. Yeah. Can you build this? You can't build this. Maybe we extend the path down here, I guess. And then that can be built. Cool. So we've harvested everything. We've harvested everything, so more plants. So what are you? Carrots. So where is the carrots? They are down here to plant. No, not like that. One, two, three. So this should be better for food production. I'm not sure it will be. Well, it should be better. We do have the beehives in. So the beehives will increase the rate at which we're producing food. I would never advise doing what I've done when you already know you're low on food and then just going absolutely nuts and just going, oh yeah, this will be fine. Because it won't be fine. Chances are. Oh, have I done 2 layers of carrots? That's really annoying, isn't it? We are going to live with that for now because I am in a food crisis. So that'll be sunflowers. So this is going to be... No, it's completely thrown it off kilter, isn't it? Right. I also don't recommend doing this when you're in a food crisis. Not at all. But you know, here we are. I am going to be a perfectionist about this. Which is a complete joke because I'm not a perfectionist about anything else I do, but you know, we will get it done. High prioritise this for me, please. Hopefully, this should improve somewhat. Oh, I can also unpause this actually, can't I? So we can get some berries over here. Berries, always in a pinch, always a good food source. And food is increasing again a little bit. Over here, nobody died over here. They seem to be moving water around a little bit better now as well. People are less thirsty and hungry. And when I say people, I mean beavers. So yes, they should be able to come and do this. Also that I can do this power plant idea. Which we will do, because I do want to see it. I'm not sure how low we're going to have to go down. I don't know what the clearance of the power wheel is. So if we come in with power and put in a water wheel. Say I was put a water wheel in. Can't put one in there, can I? Because reasons. So how... What's the clearance? So if I was to put... So if I was to put a 3 in there... No. If I was to put a 2 in there, would that then let me put an overhanger on top of it? No, so it has to be the 3. Okay. So we'll bear that in mind because we might have to go down quite some distance to put that in. And I might have to do some maths, so this should be fun for everyone involved. Pull these out. I implore you to pull these out. That's the only thing I wish the clearance range was a little bit better, so you could just pull stuff out and not have to like construct extra roads and stuff. But it is what it is. So, carrots. So I guess we're going to come in with sunflowers now, aren't we? Just so that I can't mess this up. So fingers crossed some of this comes in soon. how's this going? So this has all been built. So realistically, if I do this now, and I come in and I delete all of this, that should just delete. That didn't delete as much as I wanted it to. Let's go in with some more then. Because now that I've started on this path, we're going to persist. So I will persist in this doomed world I've created. Come on. And then we're going to just, you know, not super high prioritization. I've learnt my lesson from that, but we are going to do that. Yeah, it's also a very resource intensive method of doing what we're doing. So it probably isn't for recommendation. Probably not recommended to do what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. So come on, please take all of this out. You can pull that out. You can see that. You can get to it. It's not difficult. Oh, I didn't high prioritize those ones. That's why they're not doing it. Okay, so once again they are coming in and they are doing this, and then fingers crossed we will take more of that out. I forgot that when you do it on a certain layer it will just stagger, so we do have to take some more of that out. Probably not as much as I'm doing, but you know, I want to be sure. So we have the paths can go away now. There we go, and we can continue with our foolhardy, not foolhardy planting of crops, because we need to plant the crops, but our non-perfect planting of crops. So that's carrots, it's fine. One, potatoes, carrots, carrots. And carrots here. That's fine. Send that sunflowers. No, that's not sunflowers. Potatoes. That's sunflowers. 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 And then the rest of this should be potato. And then this little pesky part, I've got in. Oh no, I've done it wrong, haven't I? That'll overwrite. I'm not having a good time with this. So let's pause this while we do this, because I'm going to mess it up again. So potatoes, carrots. Carrots. Sunflowers. Sunflowers. Fine, that should work. That should all be well, not symmetrical, but in nice lines. So, is food security going up a little bit? Yeah. Well, the bread's going up, so there is that. I'm just going to see if that will eventually right itself. How are they getting on down here? I might delete these 3 rows, because I don't think we need to do that. I think they just need to do those other 2 ones, and then that should be enough. Is all of this getting put in? Slowly. Very slowly. And this has been 34 minutes of me randomly attacking some of our issues. Well, this has been resolved. This is still quite dense. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I did want it all to come out, but I'm not sure it's going to now. So we may just make the best of a bad situation. Just keep it a bit dense. The food production is what's the food production is going to be. Maybe that just is what it is down there. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not ideal, but I don't hate it. Well, at least we've connected that now. And you should all have hauling jobs so that you can prioritise and get food moved around. Great. So if I come in and delete this, see later, it'll show you what it deletes. So it deletes that. So that's actually all we needed to delete. So can I math this? So this needs to be built from the bottom rather than the top, which is going to provide a bit of a problem because it means I need to work out what I want. So each layer needs to be 3 high. 4 high. So it needs to be 4 high. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means I need to come down with triples, I believe. So we need triples there. So bear with me, this is going to be a bit of a learning process for me as well. If we even can, yeah, we can come down with triples. So come and put all those triple dynamites in for me. But also, don't build this and don't build this. Yeah, okay. You can kind of build this now. And they haven't built any of this, lovely. But we do have food. Actually, so maybe you should be the planty ones. And you can be the harvesty ones in the middle. And then, there we go. I'm feeling a little bit better about this now. Food is going up, bread is up. We maybe have to put another farm area in. I'm not sure where we do that. I mean, we have this wonderful wheat area here. We could put a farm up here. This is all berries that could just be pulled down. So maybe we come up here with a water dump in the middle and we put another farm up there. Maybe that's what that looks like. I'm committed to seeing this playthrough through. I want you guys to see it in its full glory, what it should look like. But we are 40 minutes in, so this is a bit of a random mill around episode. Though I have shown you how I tried to lay out food for excellent purpose, not excellent purpose, for efficient usage of food. I genuinely just don't think we have enough food processing usage. I mean, we have loads. Would this help? Is it literally an issue of haulers? If that helps, I will be very impressed. Bad tide approaching, we don't care. You know, we're long past this game being... any of this being an issue in this game. Oh, and we have used all of our dynamite because somebody decided to use it all for tunneling. Where is our dynamite production? Did we have a dynamite factory? I took it out and I didn't put it back in. No, we do have it there. Explosive factory. He's just working really fast, really hard. I also need to turn these back on if we're ever going to build that wonder. Is this at least going to serve a purpose to greenify this map? Oh, look at them all coming down here. I'll tell you what then, we are going to stop producing all of this. Let's just take it all out. So, I can detonate some of this now. I think I'm going to, because then at least I can start to plan it out. So, if we're going to come along here, I think that's gonna be the bottom level, isn't it? So we're gonna come forward, back, down. So that would look like that there. So this might be very strange. This might be very strange. So what we're going to do is we're going to put levies. I don't know how they're going to build this either. This might be interesting to build. So we're going to... Oh, didn't want to do that. I think I've hurt my wrist playing too much Timberborn, which is a really weird thing to say. I've had my wrist in wrist support at work, and people are like, "How did you hurt your wrist?" And I'm like, "Well, playing with the beavers too much." My girlfriend finds that hilarious. She's sniggering behind me right now. Who can blame her? So, what does this look like? So that obviously looks like levies. Like a child cheers. I actually need them to fully build this before, to put all this dynamite in before I can start messing around with this. So let's just... I think this is going to work. It's just... Can we put the power wheels in down here? I think we can. Not them power wheels. So we're going to be limited by how many power wheels we can actually fit in down here because of how I've done this. But I mean, you're going to get the gist. You're going to get the gist. Realistically, in an ideal world, we'd have another power wheel in here. It's going to be an perfect solution. A perfectly imperfect solution. And that definitely doesn't mean I botched it. I mean, it does mean I botched it, but... They are doing that as well, which is good. Which is good. So, yeah, this is just... I mean, it's just taking as long as it takes. How are they getting on with this? They haven't put any of this in yet. I might turn that into a normal construction priority, so maybe they can start... No, actually, no, we need to keep that low, otherwise they'll just start hammering that when I don't want them to. Food has recovered. I am pleased to announce food has recovered. That bit of squeaky bum time. We have recovered. We have potatoes, chestnuts. Yeah, fine. We have loads of stock. Is food okay over here? That is what I want to know. Yes, they have a variety of food over here. They don't have all of the food over here, but they have enough. And look at this. The trees up here have started to grow in. So it actually looks like a proper district. Oh, and I forgot to... I knew I meant to do something over here. Deplant these so that you can actually start to have trees growing in. Okay, that's fine. So we've done that. So now... if I was to put this in... like so. We might have to build this using a, like... oh god, no. We might have to build this using a suspension bridge, I'm not sure. Because they are getting awful close to building this. Pop that in there. And then I guess we come up with... No, we want levies at this end, don't we? So the water's going to flow down here. So I want levies here. So that it doesn't go off that end. And then we're going to have levies here. So that it drops down. And okay, so this needs to be one longer. So if we do that, I think that works. And they should be putting that in. We will get to that. I was hopeful we'd do that this time, but apparently we're not. Who am I to tell the beavers what... I mean, I am the person to tell the beavers what to do. But who am I to tell the beavers what to do? So I wanted to extend that a little bit further then, didn't I? So I wanted to extend that to there. So then we'd have that there. No. Ignore me. Trying to do this on the fly is quite difficult. I could have mapped all this out and planned it, but I haven't. So that's like that. I want them to finish this, because then that just allows me to just get on with it. Come on, put this last bit in. Are you not coming to put this last bit in? Is somebody not coming to do this? Those slacking beavers. What do I pay them for? I don't pay them at all. I hope this isn't too painful for you, listening to me just slag off my beavers for like hours on end. This series has taken a turn. It has taken a serious turn. But you know, it's funny. At least it's funny. I hope it's funny. If it can't be informative, at least it should be funny. Somebody come do this. Please. I'm asking nicely at this point. I swear to God if they can put these ones in first. Yay! Boom! No, I probably should have waited. Oh well. So we're going to put that in like that. Then we're going to put levies in here. And we're going to put impermeable floor all the way here. We're not putting in these last blocks so the water can fall down through these gaps here. That is the plan. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in with... I guess it's going to be... Is it doubles or triples? Is it doubles here? We may not have gone down far enough for this. Oh, we have. That pleases me greatly. Okay, but this one can't exist here because of how... If I was building this in a perfect world, it wouldn't look this bad. But we're not in a perfect world, so it is going to look this bad. But you're going to get the idea. Zedic has some very good power station builds if you would like to go check them out, because they are just leaps and bounds ahead of what this is. But it kind of gives you the idea of the water flowing back upon itself. I think JC also did a very good one in the Project 1K playthrough, so check those out. Not like that, however. That is silly. And then what this will do, this will allow me to chain up to here. levee down to here. And what we're going to do is we're going to come in with the impermeable floors up to here, and then that will allow the water to fall down there. So in theory, what this is going to look like is the water's going to come down here. Yeah, the water's going to come down here, fall down here, and hit all of these powers. So in an ideal, oh, actually, yeah, we can do something interesting down the bottom there. I didn't realise that. We'll look at that maybe next time. So we can detonate all of that. Yes. So what we're going to do here is we're going to figure out how we can build this. I might just press high priority on all of it, and then we will just see how they get on, and just see what becomes the sticking point. And then we can delete these. So fingers crossed they will just come over here and start this. Have they finished this? Yes, so this is now becoming a bit of a backfill reservoir. Oh, it won't because we're in a bad tide, but that's fine. No, and you need a path, don't you? So, food is stabilised. Look at that food. We have loads of bread. I mean, I can't really speak for the rest of the food. Maybe we do need to come and pull all of this out. Maybe that's next episode. But this has been improved. I mean, this is ugly as sin, some of this, but I mean, it is what it is. This is being put in. They're going to have to build some of this a bit arse about front, so I may give them a hand to get up there. No, it doesn't need to be like that, does it? So, if you've enjoyed this absolute mess of an episode, please let me know. Let me know how it's going down in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions still. I would love to answer any questions anybody has. And yeah, thank you for watching. We will hopefully finish this next time. I mean, we put the work in for it, and I'm going to have this as a double series over here because I've realised I actually cut out too much of the ground level. But you know, stuff happens. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time where we will finish this. We did do our farming overhaul. Maybe we'll do more farming. We'll pull this out and we'll put more farming in here. Industry rework, because they are slowly putting this in over here. I probably need to put a forester in over here to make it look a little bit nicer. Yeah, there's not too much to do. Bots will be the episode after next. I need to actually, take note of my diary and what I say I'm going to do. But I've rambled for long enough, so I will see you next time. Don't press that button.